Thank you all for joining us this evening to celebrate Hayden and Grace's wedding. We're so excited to have all of our family and friends here tonight.
So fast forward to when Gracie meets Hayden. And that was when she came back for college. She was here in town, and she started doing Young Life. What was unusual, though, is that when she was in Young Life in high school, she would just wear normal clothes. Now that she's volunteering and mentoring, she's changing into really pretty clothes. I'm thinking, the Lord doesn't care what you look like, honey. And then she said, Dad, I want you to meet a friend of mine. I'm like, yeah, I want to meet this friend too. No doubt, we'll pick you up. I start to get out of the car, it's a little raining, and he goes, oh, no, don't get out. And I roll down my window. He reaches in, shakes my hand, introduces himself, said, I'm a friend of your daughter's. So I just knew right then that this kid and Grace were a perfect match.
This is a little bit about Hayden and Grace and what a great couple they are. During COVID, we decided to go down to North Captiva. It's a kind of a barrier island. You can only get there by boat. The only thing to do is walk a 4 or 5 mile beach. And Hayden comes down with this girl for 5 weeks. And I find out later he'd only dated her a couple times. So, looking back through the photos here the last few weeks, I looked at all these photos, and I could just see the love of these two people come alive. May all your days be sunny and bright. Love you both.
Grace, I want you to know I wrote this speech 100 times, and there are no words I can come up with to tell you how much I love you and how much you mean to me. You have been my best friend, my mentor, my role model for my entire life, and you also happen to be my sister. Hayden, originally I did not like you. But it's not because I didn't approve of you. I just wasn't sure I could handle 2 Graces in my life. You both share the same sense of humor, nerdiness. I know you both are really made for each other, and I know you're marrying your best friend.
So Hayden and I go way back. He's actually the first friend that I have childhood memories of. He's just a little older than me, so he's been sort of a big brother at times. And of course, little brothers look up to their older brothers. Hayden and I were at UIndy, so our families decided to take spring break together to go to North Captiva Island in Florida, as Brad mentioned. And Hayden decided to bring Grace along. And that's when I really got to know Grace on this trip. And I found that she's incredibly like Hayden. She's very genuine. She's also there for me whenever I need a laugh or want to play some board games. And she lights up any room she's in with her warm personality and really is the life of the party. So that's how I know Grace and Hayden are perfect for each other. However, Hayden does not match Grace's incredible baking skill. On that same Florida trip, Hayden told me that one of the first times they hung out, she mentioned she was an expert baker with a specialty in cheesecakes. Now he said to Grace in response, if you make a mean cheesecake, I might have to marry you. Grace showed up a couple days later with a cheesecake, and I guess the rest was history. A person wiser than me once said, a successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always with the same person. So may your marriage bring you both happiness, and may you never stop finding ways to fall in love with each other. Cheers, you two.
Welcome everyone. We're here so that Grace and Hayden can offer some of their own personal wedding vows to each other with the love and the companionship that family members in the wedding party offers to each other.
Marrying your best friend makes so many of the compromises that a good partnership requires so easy. There's so many things that we can split because one of us has a great like of a thing and the other despises it. And there's so many things that we just love to do together and we enjoy so much. I love that the same love and joy is present from you and for us when we are with our family, sitting on the couch with our pets, and sometimes when we're in a very, very cutthroat board game. The stress of life for nothing when I can just sit with you at home, and it just makes everything so much easier to deal with and to make the stress just drain away at times. I think you're the most beautiful and caring while still knowing how to keep me on track at times and even knock sense to me when needed. In the most loving way possible, of course. I can't wait to see what life has in store for us in the future. I love you so much.
Before we really start, I have to come clean. When we had our first date, I had never made a cheesecake. I had no idea how to make a cheesecake. We've never made one before. I didn't even know where to start. I went to the store at midnight after you took me home that night to find all the supplies and the ingredients. And honestly, Kisu did like most of the work. And we made two because the first one didn't turn out. I knew that day that I loved you, and I really wanted to impress you. And every day since, I've tried to be the best partner I can be for you. And every day you prove that you are the man of my dreams. You are always there for me. And now, if you'll please join me in the most important promise. I promise I will show you how much I love you every day, and I'll always take care of you. I'll do my best to be the partner you deserve. I have had such a privilege being your friend, your girlfriend, your fiance, and today I get to be your wife. And there's nothing in the world that makes me happier, and I love you so much.
By the authority vested in me, it is my distinct honor to now pronounce you husband and wife. Hayden, you may now kiss your bride. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields, and for the rest of your lives together, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.